Being the son of a Hungarian brewer, it was natural I would follow my father into the business. That's how I learned the craft. I came to the United States and settled in Milwaukee when I was in my 20s. I became a foreman at a local brewery, and by 1851 I had saved enough money to buy the business. We grew so large that our buildings eventually covered 4 city blocks. In 1874 we produced Milwaukee's first bottled beer, and the product became tremendously popular. I died shortly before the turn of the century, and my son Albert succeeded me as president of the brewery.
My name is Alice Krebs, and I'm the great-granddaughter of Valentine Blatz, and we're here today to look at the mausoleum, and Jerry from Forest Home is going to open the door. Notice the thickness of those doors. My gosh. This is all granite. It's over 100 years old. And this is the very large tomb in the center. Almost looks Napoleonic. Louise and Val, as I say, that's my great-grandparents. Val was born in 1825 in Miltenberg, Germany. And then he died in 1894, and Louise had this mausoleum built in his memory. It's interesting that both brewery families, if you know the name Blatz from Blatz Brewery, both families, the Schlitz Brewery and the Blatz, came from Miltenberg, had the right conditions, the sand, the river, and everything that they needed to make the good water for the beer. And they felt they found that in Milwaukee as well. The other large drawers, of course, they were at the time that they did these, it was designed to be for coffins and bodies. So, but now with cremation, there is a lot of room in here for all of the relatives. And some of the drawers are not filled, quite a few are. My mother, Ernestine Blatz, Albert Blatz was the son of Valentine, and he continued the brewery. His daughter, Ernestine, was my mother, and she passed away in 1942. I have a feeling when I come into the mausoleum, certainly like Thornton Wilder's Our Town, that maybe there are little whispers in here, and somebody is, I can see Edna saying to Ernie, well, Alice is back again. It's, it just has an awful lot of history and a lot of family. But I think it's a comfortable place. It just doesn't seem really cold to me.
Do you get sad when you're in here now?
Not at all. No, I don't. I think I'm in awe of it. It's such an incredible story, and I understand it is one of the largest mausoleums in the country. So it's, and fortunately now the family has provided for perpetuity. So in '92 we had to do tremendous tuck pointing. This whole ceiling was leaking, and there was ivy growing around. So the family got together and we put in enough to have it be perpetuity. So Forest Home will be taking care of it forever.
Are there still a lot of Blatz family descendants around?
Well, there are about 30, and then they have family, you know. So yes, we have quite a reunion when we get together.
Is there a place in here for Alice?
Yes, right here. And my whole family. My whole family is in here, as I say, because of cremation. So I have a drawer. And I don't feel sad about it.
I'll play one more excerpt and then I'll answer any questions you might have. In 2000, they said, could you go out and do something on Milwaukee as it goes from one century to the next? And so, okay, I thought, you can see I kind of have a little formula where I use, pictures. And I thought, well, I'll try to do something different. So I went out and did a documentary, and I kept myself out of it completely. No narration, not on camera, nothing. I just went out and took pictures of Milwaukee. So people 50 years from now watched it, they could say, okay, that's what Milwaukee looked like as it went from the 20th to 21st century.